Welcome to mid-April, everyone. And as you just saw, there is a lot to celebrate at Melaleuca. Kevin, can you believe the number of advancements in March?
Yeah, actually I can, because of the tens of thousands of new members who joined Melaleuca in March alone. You know, this year, everywhere we turn, we're seeing more and more evidence of something really powerful. Melaleuca is being discovered. Consumers are more interested in wellness than ever before, and households are more interested in earning supplemental income than ever before. But it goes beyond even that. We're even being discovered by independent research firms and news agencies.
We are. USA Today recently named Melaleuca as one of America's best stores for 2025.
And here's why this award is so meaningful. An independent study by USA Today and Plant A Insights fielded 65,000 customer surveys and analyzed nearly 500,000 retail reviews to determine America's best stores for 2025.
And no surprise, Melaleuca stood out in every area, delivering a shopping experience and products that are second to none. And earlier this month, we received word of another impressive recognition.
Yeah, you know, Melaleuca has earned dozens of really incredible awards over the years, too many to even list. But this most recent is perhaps one of the most meaningful. We didn't apply for it, we didn't ask for it, we didn't even know about the study. Yet when researchers set out to identify which brands in America are trusted the most, in one of the biggest marketing surveys of this type ever, Melaleuca was discovered. Out of millions of brands, Melaleuca was discovered by USA Today as one of America's most trusted brands.
You're right. In these crazy times when people don't know who to trust, it feels so good that a national publication has determined that our company is one that consumers say they trust the most.
Yeah, and in today's world, trust is extremely difficult to earn. As Frank has taught since the very beginning, the truth is good enough. Exaggerations, hype, broken promises, they destroy trust. And now we're on our 40th year of delivering exceptional products at reasonable prices. 40 years of enhancing lives and 40 years of marketing executives like you living this powerful mission with integrity and honor. So congratulations to all of you for the role you have played.
If you think about it, this award is really an endorsement by the American consumer. Melaleuca is being discovered, and you can all be proud of this recognition because you are the reason for the trust people place in us.
So what does this mean for Melaleuca's future? Well, I think the evidence speaks for itself. But what can it mean for your future? Well, come find out, because we are just 30 days away from Convention 2025, where we can't wait to celebrate you and your teams in Salt Lake City.
In this month's Leadership in Action magazine, you can see your Convention at a Glance agenda. And while we can't tell you what we're going to announce, we can definitely tell you this. Convention 2025 is going to be another life-changing event. You know, convention attendance, it is way, way up. It seems that all roads lead to Melaleuca, and convention will be living proof.
All right, you have 18 more days to earn your way to Fast Track Punta Cana, and a lot can happen in 18 days. Now, if you move with urgency, there is plenty of time. And just imagine the feeling of coming to Convention 2025 in May, knowing you gave it your all and you earned Fast Track to Punta Cana. In fact, we're going to recognize you and your team up on stage with everybody else in that incredible convention moment.
So there you have it. We have momentum, and now we're going to keep it going. Remember, you have 72 more hours during the Summer, Sun, and Fun bundle when you enroll 2 new members by the 15th.
And for the month of April, we have the $1,000 new director guarantee for any first-time director who has 8 enrollments in April. Look, there has never been a better time to share Melaleuca with others.
Speaking of, there's never been a better time. We are seeing a record-breaking number of advancements all across North America. If we shared every one, we'd be here all day. But we're going to highlight one business right now. National Directors 7, Alan and Heather Gazzino. They enrolled 9 years ago and are from Jupiter Beach, Florida. They enroll an average of 4 new members every month. And their growth in preferred members in their organization, 12% year over year. And get this, their repeat income has grown year over year from $15,900 to now over $17,000 a month every single month.
And all that hard work is clearly paying off, because this month they double advanced to National Director 9. Big congratulations to Alan and Heather Gazzino.
That's right, Alan and Heather, congrats to you. So you may be wondering, what is the secret to their success? Well, Alan and Heather recently paid us a visit here in Idaho Falls at Global Headquarters, and we had a chance to ask them. Let's watch.
So every time you guys launch a fast track trip, we all get so excited about the prize, which is normal. The prizes are crazy. I mean, I've never seen anything like the prizes that Melaleuca offers. But what people don't realize is that the activity that you do for 90 days completely transforms your business. I think if we were to look at our business for every fast track we've ever participated in, not only did we end up advancing in most cases personally, but we're talking like hundreds of people on our team that advanced simply because they made a decision to go for a trip. So the trip's the icing on the cake, and people don't even realize what they're doing is they're creating a business that's going to pay them forever with this repeat income, and the trip is just the icing on the cake.
Well, and they're developing habits as well along the way when it comes to a fast track. They're doing the right activities. They're doing those activities consistently. And because they're doing that, their business is growing. And on the surface, they may be doing that to chase points and earn the trip. But when they look back, they're enrolling. They're developing new leadership. They're adding people to their fast track teams. That's amazing. And those brand new people are enrolling, and now they're developing leadership. And before you know it, you look back, not only have you created massive momentum in your business, but I look back to our very first fast track, and all 4 of us that were on that team advanced our business at least once, if not twice, during that 90-day period. One of the things that really makes Melaleuca different versus any other thing out there is the ability for the average person to build a secondary business from home. The true ability to diversify your income without any expense, any capital, any risk. The ability to create extra income. You know, one thing that I told people when we first started looking at creating another business outside of our jobs, right, was what did we want to do? We wanted to invest in real estate. That was something we wanted to do. Well, can you imagine having to save your way to having enough money to make a real estate investment? We started figuring out what would that cost? How much money do we need to save? And I'm like, well, I guess we could sell our car and ride our bikes every day because there's no way to save your way there. So what we realized was, is it easier to save our way there, or with a company like Melaleuca, where we can have a part-time business, again, with no expense, no investment, no risk, no capital, we could spend a little bit of time and actually create way more money than we could ever save. And the pain associated with a little bit of time spent with a store that makes a lot of sense is a lot less painful than having to cut everything in your household budget. So it's a tremendous way for a family to really get ahead, and really no other way to do that we could see.
What I noticed, I came from 20 years of multi-level marketing. So I have a pretty good lens on how to compare those type of businesses with Melaleuca, and they're so different. After building 3 separate businesses to 6-figure, and one of them multiple 6-figure annual income, I looked at the end of the day, what did I have to show for it? There was no repeat money at all. And you think, okay, well, I guess I could just go get a regular job and go make crazy money and work crazy hours, because that's what I was doing, working crazy hours. Because the same thing with a job, you usually don't have anything to show for it. Whereas Melaleuca, when you invest your time, that continues to pay you month after month and eventually year after year. And that's kind of where we are now. After 7 years, we just had our 7-year anniversary building a business. We're both part-time. Now we're consistent, but we are both part-time. We now have an income that a top corporate executive would have, working 80 plus hours a week in a crazy environment. And we get to work from home with each other and separate,
We'll have another
separate offices.
about
That's a different interview.
building as a couple.
How to build with your spouse and remain married. Yay. Whole different segment.
No, but it is good working, building together. I always tell people, hey, you know what? 1 + 1 doesn't always equal 2, because you've got skills, I have skills. In that case, 1 + 1, I think, equals 3. So we feel like we get further ahead faster, as long as we stay in our own lanes and compliment one another.